get out of here. My dad wants me to keep my cool, but all I want to do is scream.
Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Explosion. Number 1. So many physical fights with customers. While there are bodyguards on the premises to prevent things from getting too out of hand, the customers are not shy about getting angry about disagreements amongst each other as well as with the staff. Weaves have been pulled, faces scratched, and a rib has been punched on camera at American Jewelry and Loan. Sometimes these attacks are provoked, sometimes not. The worst offender of all is perhaps patriarch Les Gold himself, who launched himself at a customer who sexually harassed his daughter Ashley. There have been other notable incidents, however. Usually it involves a bodyguard standing between Les and the customer, then dragging the kicking aggressor out of the shop as Les gets in some jabs along the way. This is not necessarily the best way to run a reputable establishment, but everything might not exactly be as real on the show as it appears to be.
Oh man, who the you calling him? Really, mother? I got this. I got it. You want to give me more than $20?
Number 2. Ashley struck out on her own and betrayed the family business. Ashley Gold spent 9 seasons on her family's popular reality TV show only to leave her father and brother in order to break out on her own. The former manager of the jewelry counter at American Jewelry and Loan has started an online jewelry pawning business on her own website. In addition to the site, she also has an accompanying podcast. It's true, I left the pawn shop, Gold told Detroit Free Press. This is my thing now. I'm the pawn chick. I was born and raised in a pawn shop, so I know jewelry. Everyone has always seen the rough and tumble side of me, but now people will see a new side of me. She claims she wanted to leave for health reasons so that she could spend more time with her husband and 2 children. There's not a lot of women in the pawn shop industry, so I'm sure I always stood out in that sense, she said.
You need to quit.
I'll quit when you grow up.
Number 3. Did Ashley leave the show due to bullying from the customers and her own family? Ashley Gold started in the pawn business at the age of 7, coming in with her dad to work on Saturdays when other kids would go out and play with their friends. Working with her father in the family business was always her dream, but she was never treated with much respect by the customers, let alone her father and brother. Ridiculed about her weight and her competency have plagued her interactions with customers in the store and even among her family. So when did Ashley finally decide to quit? Was it when customers called her sexist epitaphs and leered at her in the store? Or perhaps when her father favored her cousin Karen over his own daughter? Or was it when her brother bought a billboard promising customers a discount if they got Ashley to quit the business? Perhaps she left because of all of it. Since leaving the show, she's lost a considerable amount of weight as well. One can only assume her mental health has also improved from being out of such a toxic environment.
People are waiting in line too long.
Exactly.
Stop kissing my ass.
Number 4. Their employees are caught stealing a lot.
Hey, it's Seth from American Jewelry. How are you? Sorry to bother you, but I just busted another one of my employees stealing.
In a pawn shop, it's not uncommon for disgruntled customers to try getting away with theft, and thus it is also not uncommon for them to be caught selling stolen merchandise. However, finding thieves among the staff of Hardcore Pawn is a far more serious situation. One member of staff, Christina, was taken away by the police in handcuffs after she laundered some money from the jewelry counter. Another notable incident happened to Ashley's mortal enemy, former employee Tressa. Originally, Ashley advocated for Tressa and was responsible for getting her hired in the first place. However, the relationship steadily deteriorated until Tressa, still a new hire, was caught taking items out of the safe without permission and putting them for sale online. She wasn't taken away in handcuffs like Christina, but it seems as if some files were charged and then dropped. Number 5. Chicago spin-off show gets canned after stealing controversy. The success of Hardcore Pawn led to a spin-off show called Hardcore Pawn Chicago. The show featured the owners of Royal Pawn Shop. At one point, the owners noticed that jewelry, Rolex watches, and other valuables were mysteriously disappearing from the store. Eventually, it came out that 2 of their employees, Jeremy Jackson and Carl Bell, had been stealing. Over $40,000 worth of goods were looted to pay for gambling money, and this money is still being recovered. Those aren't the only controversies that the store had to face, however. At one point, a store security guard was found dead. As a result of these and many other major missteps, True TV canceled the Coens show. However, this may have also been because they weren't as entertaining as the Golds.
I'll lose 50.
How much?
50.
Oh! You know what? I got a blind uncle. If you could see it, would give you 100.
Number 6. They were caught in a $1 million stolen art controversy. At one point, the show documented a sticky situation involving some stolen art being sold to the store for over $1 million. Luckily, before Les closed the deal, the real owner of the art called in and clarified what had exactly happened. The story goes that Tony and Dina, the people trying to sell the art behind the back of the original owner, had claimed that Les was a family friend of theirs and could get them a good deal on art. This was untrue. They had never met prior to this transaction. With Les enthused about the art and about to get it authenticated as one last step before buying, he gave them a number as a first step in bargaining for the paintings. They ended up telling the original owner that they were getting it for far less and pocketed the rest of the money. Number 7. The Golds have faced rampant anti-Semitism. It's no surprise that a Jewish family has faced some flack for their vocation as money moneylenders. Even the casual insult from a customer can launch a full-scale freakout from Les Gold. Seth spoke about it in an interview with Forward, saying, "You have to understand that we're in a business where people can take out their aggression on us, whether they use anti-Semitic language or something else. When people come here, they're not in a good place. They're desperate, and we can't take anything people say to heart." This is a diplomatic answer to counter his father's more visceral reaction. However, the most powerful criticism of this family actually seems to be coming in the form of dialogue within the Jewish community about perpetuating such stereotypes. While Forward gave them some respect, Jew School called them an embarrassment.
Your face.
You what?
How about I work your face?
Really?
How about it?
Really?
Number 8. Seth Gold was looking to buy Deflategate NFL balls to capitalize off the controversy. Seth Gold made a statement to TMZ Sports stating that he would pay up to $20,000 for one of the balls at the center of the New England Patriots Deflategate scandal. As a fan of Tom Brady, he wanted to capitalize off the controversy. Gold then went on record saying that he didn't think the NFL would be selling those balls. Perhaps this could be because they had a modicum of tact. The Deflategate scandal involved the New England Patriots deliberately inflating their balls against the Indianapolis Colts during the 2014-2015 NFL playoffs so that they could gain an illegal advantage in the game. Seth was thus adamant about buying these Deflategate NFL balls in order to draw in some publicity. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.